Did you ever wonder what kind of material spacesuits are made of that it can resist heat from the sun and protects astronauts for their space mission? This material is called aerogel. It is the lightest solid material known to man. Basically, it is created by combining a polymer with a liquid to form a gel, and then replacing the liquid with air. This material is very porous or spongy, with a very low density. Its property of low thermal conductivity makes it very effective as an insulating material. Aerogel has a very special role employed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration as insulating material in spacesuits. Aerogel also played part in the Stardust mission, which aims to collect particles beyond the moon, trapping the samples without physically altering them. Aerogel is used for a variety of applications such as construction industries, optics, cosmetics, and many other arising projects. Perhaps many of you imagine that working in a laboratory comprises of amazing explosion of chemicals. In this video, I will show you a sample substance that is extremely sensitive and explosive. Please do not try this at home. This video featuring this chemical is for informational purposes only. Nitrogen triiodide is an inorganic compound with a chemical formula Ni3. Looking at its Lewis structure, the central atom is nitrogen, surrounded by 3 iodine atoms. Nitrogen has 5 valence electron which can be shared with 1 valence electron of each 3 iodine atoms, to obey the octet rule. From that, only 2 valence electron left for nitrogen is the central atom. This forms a molecular geometry of a trigonal pyramidal. Due to its molecular structure, this compound is very unstable. The reason is nitrogen atom containing the 2 valence electrons repel with 3 large iodine atoms. Iodine atom is much larger than nitrogen according to the periodic trends of elements. The repulsion of each atoms and free valence electron causes bond strain, which makes the entire molecule extremely unstable. The nature of nitrogen triiodide is very dangerous, especially at higher amounts of this substance. With a very small movement of its dried particles, this will explode producing a loud and sharp snap and will release a purple cloud called the iodine vapor mixed with nitrogen gas. No matter how amazing this substance is, it has no practical commercial value due to its extreme instability and sensitivity, making it very difficult to store, transport, and utilize for controlled explosions. However, sometimes this chemical reaction is demonstrated for educational purposes, especially in thermodynamic experiments and activities. Have you seen a piece of metal melting in your hand? If not, I will show you one of the coolest substance that can literally melt in the surface of your hands. Gallium metal is a soft, silver-colored metal that is solid at normal room temperature, but becomes liquid when heated slightly. This metal is stable in air and water, but can react with acids and bases. This element does not exist in pure form, or as gallium alone. It is present in various compounds such as zinc ores and bauxite with trace amounts. Gallium can be obtained by smelting, but some commercial gallium is extracted as byproducts of aluminum and zinc production. Gallium, with some very unique qualities, has a very low melting point that if you were to pick a gallium metal, it would melt by the heat emitted in your hand. Exposure to gallium in skin is fine. It is not a harmful substance to touch, but it will definitely leave stains in your hands. However, other types of exposure in this metal such as ingestion and inhalation are not encouraged. This should not be purposefully consumed in large doses. Other gallium compounds such as gallium chloride can actually be very dangerous, and can cause throat irritation and chest pain. Its fumes can cause very serious health conditions. As an application, this metal is primarily used in electronic circuits, semiconductors and light-emitting diodes. It is also used in thermometers and barometers. If a human being can remember a memory, this type of metal alloy can do it too. Nitinol is a metal alloy that has very unique properties. This exhibits the shape memory effect and pseudo-elasticity, which means that it can remember its original shape and return to it as temperature changes. The name nitinol represents its elemental components, nickel and titanium, as well as its origin, the NOL, which stands for Naval Ordnance Laboratory, where it was discovered in 1959. Scientists developed and created an alloy made of 55% nickel and 45% titanium. This material has a very wide application, especially in medical equipment. In dentistry, nitinol is used for wires and brackets that connect the teeth. In endodontics, devices for root canal cleaning are made up of this metal alloy. As well as apparatus in colorectal surgery, orthopedic implants, stents, and tubing for a range of medical applications used nitinol as a component. It is also used in robotics, structural engineering, and many other applications. The ultra-hydrophobic material. From the word hydrophobic, it means this material hates water. This concept is derived from the characteristic of lotus plant, which shows lotus effect. This refers to the self-cleaning properties as a result from ultra-hydrophobicity. This is exhibited by the leaves of lotus flower, where dirt particles are picked up by water droplets adhesion to that surface. As an application, chemists want to synthesize materials that repel water just like what the lotus plants exhibited. They want this material to be organofluorine-free, to prevent toxicity and bioaccumulation. This brought them to create a material that is water-repelling. Ultra-hydrophobic coatings and materials have many technological application in industry. I hope you enjoyed watching how cool this material is. Click follow for more chemistry trivia.